Welcome back to the Nerdrotic channel. My name is Gary Beekler, and I come to you from Nerdrotic.com, and we are live in San Francisco, California, here to cover Deadly Class. And you can see there's a new configuration because I'm not used to having two people in here, but we are joined by Mrs. Nerdrotic, Melissa Wagner. Hello. This is my wife.
Hold it. It's live.
It is live. Oh, yeah, we're live. See, there's people watching us. Oh. So... yeah, welcome back. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. So I think it's been since the X-Files premiere, X-Files premiere, since we've had Mrs. Nerdrotic. So the last time Mrs. Nerdrotic was on, we had about 4,000, 5,000 subscribers. There's about 30,000 more of you out there. So
oh my gosh, the pressure's on.
The pressure's on. Don't worry, it's not 30,000 people watching right now, so it's all good. We got Destiny Captain, Philip A. Demick, Randy De La Paz. Oh, what's up? Andre, how's it going? Fred Tumidi. How am I supposed to pronounce that? What's up, Destiny Captain? Hello, Fred. We're just going to call you Fred, if that's okay, because we're close friends now. We're on a first name basis. You can call me Gary. It's fine. We're here to cover Deadly Class. Now, we missed last week because Mrs. Nerdrotic was in Japan. We covered the first episode, which dropped in December. And this is by the Russo Brothers. It's on SyFy, a network I have a serious problem with because they canceled The Expanse. So I still have a little bit of a resentment towards them, even though The Expanse understandably so. But this is a damn good show. This is a very, very good show. You know what? This is actually a graphic novel that came out after I sold the comic shop. So I haven't read the graphic novel. So I think the Russo brothers are doing a great job. I love the first episode. What did you think of this one overall?
Oh, the comic too. Did you notice they have a motion comic attached to that?
They do?
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen that. I did not know that.
Yeah, there was a tab for it on the SyFy.
On the SyFy?
That's what we're calling it now.
I'll have to check that out. I like how the flashbacks are done, you know, in the comic form, and it looks like the art from the comic. So I think that's done pretty well. Yeah, SyFy canceled Stargate too. Well, yeah, they also canceled Farscape, right? So, well, no, SyFy canceled Farscape, but same network. What's up, CC? How's it going? Tonight's episode, this show is still getting its feet. It still sometimes feels like a hodgepodge of stuff. Like tonight's episode was about the school dance and hazing, and you know, our main character is Marcus. And, you know, that was kind of the hard thing about the show is we have a bunch of bad kids who are killers and we're supposed to like some of them. And this is kind of, you know, you're trying to make, you know, a rated R bad punk rock Harry Potter, basically. And it does
have a Harry Potter feel to it.
It's got a very Harry Potter feeling. But when you put Henry Rollins in something, that just automatically endears us both to anything.
It gives it a lot of street cred.
It did. So tonight we had Marcus is still being a mopey little goth biatch, for lack of a better term, because he doesn't feel like he fits in because he's part of the rats. And they have a class culture here. They've got, you know, jocks and socias, and, you know, well,
most importantly, you have the legacy. So people who are there as, like, you know, second or third generation, they're, you know, they've been attending school. They're like alumni kids, right? So then you have these rats, which is just sort of these cast-offs that they've taken in off the street. Yeah,
they're like first gen. I mean, they explained it in the second episode. They're like the serfs in a feudalistic time. So I mean, they're getting a status, but it's never going to be the status. And it sounds like that they used to be able to get through the school, but the school might have lost its way at this point and is only. You know, this whole school was built to destabilize governments and maybe strike a balance in the world so power doesn't get too powerful, basically. But now they're just serving the power.
Yeah, so it's supposed to have the balance. So we think that it's gotten off balance because Henry Rollins' characters voiced the discontentment.
Yes. J Malt 77 says, I was the rat in my school. Yeah, I was too, for sure. I was never part of any in crowd or anything ever. So we just made our own. I've known her since high school. So she knows all my dirty secrets. So don't blab.
You are my dirty secret.
Yeah. See? And that's Nerdrotic dog in the background. Sorry. So All hail the nerd army. Yes, exactly. Unknown user. Hello, unknown user with a big question mark. Just in case you didn't know, he was an unknown user. He has a question mark there too.
Unknown
double
user?
Double mystery. I like that. I like that. Keep the mystery. It keeps it mysterious. So yes, it's Harry Potter with assassins. I like this show. The acting is good. It is really well done. Some of the storytelling though is a bit choppy. So we had a lot happening in one episode. We had the dance. We had Petra, who is playing all cool, but she thought she would go to this dance to become, maybe she would go through some ritual to become one of the legacies, and maybe to get back at the Nazi cheerleader girl. So she accepts a date with Victor. I was reading a quick review from Vulture. So yeah, of course it's gonna, and it was complaining about cultural stereotypes in this show. That's the point, dude. That's the point is cultural stereotypes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to, yeah.
One of the things we were noticing when we were sort of cataloging it is like they didn't even get very creative with the names. Victor.
No, Victor, who was afraid of Baba Yaga and hates capitalism. Okay, check. Good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's life. And it takes place in the 80s in our hometown of San Francisco here. So we had the dance. There's the big dance. And it's hazing week. So you got to watch out. So the rats had to deal with Marcus and Lex. And was it Willie? Not Willie, but oh God, who's the kid who I thought?
Liam and Lex?
Who's the one who likes Petra?
Liam.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they get fed some rat and they get really sick, and it's funny that Marcus has had it before, so it doesn't even bother him. And Marcus is still trying to find his way. He kind of blew off Willie when Willie didn't have his back. We still have Maria dealing with Chico, who's secretly like kind of the best thing in this show.
Oh. Yeah, he's stealing the show.
Yeah, he's as the big baddie. He's very, very good. They got a lot of good kid actors in this, and I think it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good music in it, and seeing people wearing Bad Religion shirts and stuff, it takes me back. It just does. What's up, Tim F? How's it going? So yeah. Mrs. Nerdrotic and I might have been a little punk rock in our time and listened to all that music and yeah, dyed our hair different colors. And, you know, I actually had a lock necklace for a long time. Yeah. So I definitely, is it Lex? Lex is the one I like the most because yeah, little English punk rock kid.
But yeah.
I think it's really good. And we also had the B story of Mr. Lin. Well, we had Henry Rollins. I'm forgetting his name. The potions professor, Jurg. Okay, yeah. The Snape of this.
Yeah.
And honestly, the best part in the show is through Marcus actually chewing him out last episode, has come to a realization that he's just helping the powerful. So he wants to resign from the organization, which you cannot do. Master Lin takes his resignation, and we get to see one of the leaders of the organization, and it goes into what you said, a David Lynch moment.
Yeah.
We had a very short guy pull the curtain back, and then the door doesn't go up all the way, and it's all about master and servant there. And
the human furniture.
Yeah, and there's human furniture, and of course they say he cannot resign, he has to kill him, and and she says basically that even though he's your friend, I hope this doesn't stop anything. So there's that B story. We also get one scene that just felt completely out. It was a good scene.
Disjointed.
Because I'm like, did we miss something? And we meet, it's played by Chris Heyerdahl from what's he from? True Blood.
Master Zane. Who was the Swede from Hell on Wheels.
The Swede from Hell on Wheels. And he taught
he was also a complete psychopath.
Yes. And he teaches atypical combat, which is great. I thought that was a cool little scene. And we, and at first it looks like he's holding somebody hostage, but we figure out quickly that it's just a class. We also meet another instructor, which blew me away when I found out who this was, because I'm like, I know this person. Who the hell is it? I thought it was Tom Arnold for a second, but so it's the psychopathy professor who comes in a wheelchair and his like neck is tied to the back. And yeah, we find out he's, you know, a serial killer and was a cannibal. It's played by French Stewart from Third Rock of the Sun. I was like, what? It was great. He was so good as like a freaky guy who's been in prison too long. He had the tats and the greased hair, and it was really well done. So, and his quick class was teaching resentments. He's all, you know, what do you loathe or what do you hate? And what Victor says, capitalism. Well, I can't argue with that. And then Marcus tells him, I hate people like you. And it started pissing him off a little bit. He's all, well, today's lesson was resentment. I have a new one, and I'm imagining you without feet. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you were really in that moment. It was like you cut the scene and you were like, whoa.
Yeah, no, that was a great scene. So we definitely need more of that. Thank you, George B. Pryor, for the $5 Australian. Good evening. Watching you on my way home from work. Great way to finish the day. Were you the one who left a super chat saying you were giving me a super chat on the way to work? Has it been that long? Are you on your way back now? Because somebody from Australia gave me a super chat on their way to work. Well, hey, I'm glad I'm helping you possibly start the day and end the day. Yes, Nerdrotic 24/7. You can always go and check out all of our videos. I've covered a lot of television shows. So there you go. Muskie Elon is here. Hey, what's up, Muskie? Hey, I read one of your comments on my Star Trek video, my last Star Trek video. So thanks. How's it going? And Tim F is here, and Tarka Jedi, the other Australian. G'day, Tarka. How's it going? So, oh crap. Yeah, I'm not used. This is a very loose production here today, guys. So
I displaced him.
Yes. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Again, it wasn't said. We even have our dog here today. So I don't know if you can see the dog.
She looked up. She's on what?
She's on what's up. Yeah, we have the dog. So I was worried that Henry Rollins was going to die. You know, listen, they did the whole hazing thing. Petra got invited by Victor, and it looked like it was a cute little date, but he was setting her up to kind of put her in her place. He
promised to put her under his protection.
Yes.
He said that.
Yep.
And then turned on her
because she has to know her place. So Petra was reminded she was a rat. She was made a fool of. But this is where, I mean, like, I thought they were going to do something like horribly violent to her, because it kind of felt like it
was just humiliating.
It was just humiliating. At the deadly class is not enough. I felt like there should have been a little bit more. I know that's sadistic, but this is a sadistic show, and I think they need to dial that up. But that really got Marcus on board, because after they got fed the rats, you know, what Liam and Lex both said, they, you know, like, let's burn this place down. And Marcus didn't want anything to do with it. But after they did what they did to Petra, he now wants to do something. So after the dance, the rats go in, hit everybody with poison darts, and they start seeing everything they fear. And then Mr. Lin comes and breaks it up.
And the party is over.
And the party is over. But then we get a sweet little scene between Petra and Liam. Yeah. Yes. And they play Lady in Red. And I wanted to put a pencil in my ear because I effing hate that song. It
was popular.
They played some TSOL, so that made up for it a little bit. But yeah, so the dance ended badly for the rats and everybody else. Everybody else was sent home. Maria and Saya have a little bonding moment, but Chico is kind of letting Saya know that he doesn't want. Chico's being very protective of his woman, being very very toxic masculine. One of those toxic masculine guys.
You can't even say toxic masculinity.
I can't. It's fucking
toxic masculinity. No. I would tell him go F himself.
I know, yeah. Like most
I don't understand that at all. I'm like, is his family in charge of her family? Is that what's going on? Have they been betrothed since children? Did he just see her and decide he owned her? I would really like to get a little flashback backstory on this, because I don't understand.
You will find that out.
I don't understand why she is so like.
Well, especially when she's. I mean, these are all. That's the hard thing. Like Marcus complains about bullying, and I'm like, this is deadly class. So like hearing that, you know, I guess it kind of makes sense. But it's.
Well, he probably got bullied a lot in the boys' home.
Well, he did. Part of the prologue is we see Marcus's roommate, who is. We saw at the Did we see him at the end of this
zoo.
episode? He's at the zoo, San Francisco Zoo, by the way.
San Francisco Zoo, wasn't it the second episode that happened?
Yeah, at the end of the second episode, we saw him mounting and helping an animal over the fence. That's what he was doing, and helping that sheep over the fence or whatever it was.
The goat.
The goat.
The goat.
Yes, and he's looking for Marcus. Marcus was terrorized by his former roommate. We find out in the previous episode that Marcus did not burn down and kill everybody in his boys' school. It was somebody else. So he hasn't earned his reputation. At the end of this episode, because the more interesting thing was between Master Lin and Henry Rollins. They have a fight at the end. It looks like Master Lin is going to kill him, and at the last minute, he lets him go. He tells them they're always going to hunt him, and we don't
suggest he take a sabbatical.
Yes. But they kept Henry Rollins alive, which is very important because that will keep me watching the show. All right, because
I thought they were going to do a bait and switch for sure. Like maybe he only signed up to do a couple of episodes, and then he was going to be out.
Oh my God, it's 16 degrees there. Ooh. It's 60 here. How's your father? Well, it's like 50 now, but sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can keep you warm. So he lets them go at the end. The rats get a little bit of their revenge. And also we see somebody has put a hit on Saya. So we see one of the classmates come in, pick up a little...
Gee, who do you think that was?
Yeah. So it looks like Chico might have put a hit on Saya, even though it I don't know, it had some symbol on it. It looked like it might have been from her people. You don't know. Rollins lives. Damn right, Randy. Rollins lives. We love Henry Rollins here. So great episode. This is a good show. I think we're going to continue covering it. I like it a lot. I like the music. That's, a lot. It's the time too. They get some stuff, wrong, but some stuff they get right. They mostly get it right.
On IMDb, I have to say it only lists Henry Rollins' character doing a couple episodes.
IMDb is not reliable at all.
Not.
I mean, I can edit IMDb. If you had an IMDb page, I could add you to the show. Somebody wouldn't catch it. Would take somebody like 24 hours to catch it. So
a whole 24 hours.
Yeah, I've added some people to Game of Thrones because they lagged on Game of Thrones. So there you go. It's an Arctic vortex. It's the coming global superstorm, Tim F. It is the quickening, according to Art Bell. Actually, Art Doomcock does a much better version of that than I do. So yeah, everybody. So let's get to the chat a little bit. Thanks again for the super chat. Mary Ashmead is here. Hey, Mary, how's it going? She's one of our mods. So if you see the wrench right there, it's the moderator. They can, it should be a hammer. I don't know why it's a wrench. I mean, or an axe. Hey, it's Mrs. Nerdrotic. That's right, Mark Lazerth. Yes. She's real. I'm not lying about it. I don't actually live alone and I'm making up stories about having kids. And I actually rent out a room somewhere, sadly, and
in your mom's basement.
In my mom's basement. I love Mother. No. Art Bell was my spirit animal, and he still is, unknown user. He still is. He's just literally a spirit animal now. Thor's hammer. That's right. J Malt. That's right. Mary says hi. Hi, Mary. How's it going? So it's been what's this? Honer Tim at Turkish. We have already crafted go well above 7,000. The space shuttle went 18,000 miles per hour. So I'm guessing it didn't have the exhaust plume. What are we talking about? Art Bell is dead. He is. Art Bell is indeed dead, but his spirit lives on in the exozone. Unknown user says you're adorable. She is. She is. But she also packs a mean right hook. Trust me. Do not mess with it. I was going to set up your picture. I forgot to set it up. She's got the best, most punk rock picture of all time.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the Twitter later. She's got blue hair and a black eye. I did not give it to her. She got it at a punk rock show. What show did you get that at?
Butthole Surfers?
Butthole Surfers, yeah. Some guy stage dive in your face.
Yeah, he landed on my face boot first. It was totally an accident.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had a lot of tequila, and I hardly felt a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what tequila is good for.
Yeah. I had to get my driver's license with that black eye.
You did? Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, my driver's license picture was taken with that black. I just put a lot of purple on the other side to kind of balance it out.
Or a lot of people going, "Are you okay?"
Oh, back then, no.
No, they're just like,
I had blue hair.
She had it coming.
She's got blue hair. What do you expect?
Today we heard about your Iron Man Migo. Let's see it, bro. Oh, God, okay.
I didn't know we were showing your Iron Man today.
Yes, today this is my Iron Man Migo. Yeah, right there. It's awesome. I love it. Well, somebody asked me what my favorite toy in here was. I'm like, I think it's my Iron Man Migo, but there's so many. I can't. It's like having me pick, one of my kids, which is pretty easy. You just pick the one as being good.
That part of like everything you do, like a show and tell.
A show and tell.
A toy of the day.
Oh, that's a good idea for the Nerdrotic Nooner. We can do toy of the day. We can sit there and bore people with that. I could bore the hell out of you with that. Trust me.
You could do a whole thing on just the costume.
I could. He freaking loves it. Cooler man. What's this? Manic Boy Productions. What's up? How's it going? Redheads, gingers are the best. We do not want to commit ginger side. We did a whole thing on ginger side the other day. It was pretty funny. Tequila self anesthesia. Yes, known user. Well, yeah,
it was very effective.
Very effective. All right, everybody. Ejar says, or is he? You're talking about Art Bell. That's a good question. I think he was just taken home, to be honest with you. What breed of dog is that?
Oh, Maris. Maris is a little adorable mutt, but I'm assuming she's got like Papillon, which is like a long-haired Chihuahua. She's definitely part of like that Spaniel family of the Papillon because she's like the chillest dog ever.
She's got like sloth arms too. They're really long. And she knows how to use them to grab things.
She's a little leggy, but yeah, she's the best, sweetest. All our dogs are rescues.
Yep.
So this one was a foster fail.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to keep this one.
We weren't supposed to keep this one, but she ended up going on our SyFy road trip with us, and we couldn't part with her after that.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it shows you how much say I have here. So
oh, don't even let him tell you that. When you're not looking, he's like, oh, no. You're the cutest little dog ever.
Whatever. What are you talking about? She's got legs and she knows how to use them. That's right, Apple Crow. That's right. And, we have legs too. Yeah, you don't normally get to see my legs on this show. We're not just puppets. I have 3 rescue cats. Hey, good. Always rescue your animals. That's good. Right on, unknown user.
It's the adopt, don't shop.
Are they unknown cats? Do they have little question marks on? That'd be kind of funny, actually. What's up? Have you seen the Utah UFO footage? P.S. That dog looks too cool for school. I have not seen the Utah UFO. I saw the Pentagon UFO footage, and it was totally fake. So that was very disappointing. Yes, I'm wearing pants tonight, but only tonight. Only tonight.
Do you not normally wear pants?
No, of course not. I mean, it's been a long tradition here. Both our dogs are rescues, showed up on the porch as pups.
Oh my God.
Oh no. And they are the best dogs we ever had. That's brilliant. Oh, look at you two. What a cute couple. Oh, aren't we though? Adorable. There's some people out there who will not think that.
I can name a few.
I can, yeah. That's a terrible dog for guarding a meth lab. How's your father? Well, it does a good job. It's the yippy dogs that do the best. You just want a dog to alert you. You don't want a dog to actually attack. I'm going to have to look at that UFO footage. All right, everybody. We're going to wrap this one up because we all have to get to bed to take little Nerdrotic Jr. to school.
I want to know what do we both love?
What do we both love?
Yeah, what shows do we both love? Well, that's why I'm on this one. This is the first one we've both been into watching for a while.
Yep.
Yeah. Because he likes Doctor Who, and I don't really like Doctor Who that much.
Yeah, I already told him today you don't like Doctor Who, but that's okay. I still love her.
I know, right?
If I'd have known that before,
but,
no, I'm just kidding.
like the Swede from Hell on Wheels, loved Hell on Wheels. I watched all of that. I do like a lot of action stuff for sure. Been really into watching the 100, which is technically sci-fi, but we don't cover it for some reason.
I don't like it very much.
Yeah, well,
she likes SEAL Team. She likes David Boreanaz.
Yeah, totally. I'm a big fan of Angel and Booth.
And she watches Game of Thrones, so yeah, so she'll probably be on some of the Game of Thrones. She likes the X-Files, right?
Oh yeah, love the X-Files. Yeah. Definitely watched all of those, and was really big into Star Trek.
Yes, she's as much of a Trek fan as I am. So you can't see.
He's catching up to me.
Actually. The Trek action figures in here are hers. So yeah.
That I had.
That helps a lot.
When we weren't together.
Yes. Was that ever a time? I don't even remember that. That was so long ago. It was a
blip. It is turning into a smaller blip in the bigger scheme of things. But yeah, he opened my toy box and was like, "What?"
Oh, she loves The Expanse too, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Love The Expanse.
Of course, yeah. So yeah, I was very impressed with her Star Trek figures. Yes. No, she does not like Discovery. Thankfully.
Oh no, I watched maybe 2 episodes and was like, yeah, no. But I didn't really like Deep Space Nine either. Not that much.
Oh, I love Deep Space Nine.
It was okay. It was okay.
I like it more now than I used to. What about General Hospital? I didn't like General Hospital. I liked
Guiding Light.
Guiding Light.
I liked Guiding Light.
As the World Turns and Santa Barbara were my joints, man, big time.
What?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. And The Bold and the Beautiful, because it was only a half an hour. Well, I ditched a lot of school, so
Twilight Zone.
Trek girls are the hottest. They kind of are.
Twilight Zone is definitely one that we both love.
No one likes STD. No.
Somebody must like it.
Yeah, I think people just like Star Trek. So the only thing I hear all the time is, it's Star Trek. At least it's Star Trek.
At least it's Star Trek.
Yeah. That hurts. DS9. Oh, we'll turn them around. We'll turn them around on DS9. We'll do a rewatch.
It was okay. I did like the whole Quark with the Ferengi ear sex thing.
Yeah.
The Unogs.
Unogs, yes. All right, everybody. I will check out the UFO video, Tarkajet. I thank you all for joining us. What's up, Fragmanian? What proof that drugs are bad for you kids? Oh, and Gary. What is that? Oh, and Gary didn't have cable as a kid. I did. It was I had cable. My parents did all right. I was just a shitty kid. That's all.
I didn't have cable because I lived too far out in the country to get it for a long time.
She rode around horses and stuff.
Yeah.
Ego Moss is giving away STD calendars and nobody wants them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Utah UFOs. There's always, listen, Skinwalker Ranch is in Utah. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. Say goodbye. And everybody who's watching this as a video, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out nerdrotic.com for our live stream schedule. Yes, we will be covering Deadly Class regularly because I really like the show. I think it's really good. And tomorrow is Star Trek Orville Day. So it's going to be live streaming Orama and videos. So yes, bring your helmet and then you can take it off when the Orville starts. All right. So everybody have a great night. Doors and corners. Say bye-bye.
Bye.